A deal's a deal. The most redundant way to remind someone that a bargain struck is a bond forged, not easily broken. Most don't care about that last bit though, as a ton of deals usually end on good terms. Service is requested, completed, and proved, ending in gold exchanging hands. However, what most people don't realise is that not all deals are overt, and not every contract is sealed with both parties knowing more than the sound of each other's whispered voices. So you guys are on the train. I think we ended it with a night of watches.
Yes.
With you guys previously. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm fucking this all up. Trix, you want to tell us what happened last time?
We got some notes.
Trix notes.
Trix
Trix
notes.
notes.
Yes. Okay.
Page from Trix's diary.
Dear diary, I woke up this morning and I had slobbered all over you. The last page is completely unreadable. Oh well, I'm sure nothing that important happened yesterday. Anyways, today we pulled into Xannet and decided to stay the night. They wanted to search our cart and did. They saw my 1,000 Jokes to Tell Your Friends book. I could tell they were jealous. They seemed to leave quick after Zeke started telling them about his underwear. Unfortunately, though, they left when it started to get interesting. We found a campsite and met a nice group of adventurers. One of them was named Trix too. He said to call him Al, but it's easier just to call him Trix E, because he's from Earth and I go by Trix E because my name starts with C. Anyways, after the chat, Zeke played some music and made some music. An elf walked in and seemed a little sketchy, and like good adventurers, we did nothing about it. When we woke up, Trix E's party had gone, but Trix C's party was still here. I hope they are okay. If not, Trix C's party will have to find some easy tricks to find Trix C's party. I hope they're not in the sea. I hate tricky seas, especially if Trix C has to look for Trix C in the tricky seas. We reached the train station and saw Melbourne. He bought our raptor horses for a lot of money. Apparently, he's working with the museum, so I told him we're going south, just in case someone asks if he's seen us. Zeke and I took a room together and went to get some fillet mignon, whatever that is. I got a really pretty drink. It was blue and fruity and tasted weird at first, but I started feeling, and then it trails off. Because he could not ride anymore.
That's right.
Oh shit! Cool.
Amazing.
Amazing.
See, chat,
Oh my
that's what you
God.
get when you follow the Discord. You
Yeah.
follow all of us on our socials. Remember our jingle. DICEA-holics. Follow us for sick of tricks.
Yeah.
There you
Fuck
go.
yes.
There we go.
Totally didn't just make that up.
No, 100%. That was completely rehearsed.
Oh yeah.
Also, Jared, 10 out of 10
Yeah.
for the execution of that tongue twister. With, as far as I know, no rehearsal.
I read it a couple times before we started.
Fucking damn.
Still, shit.
Nice.
10 out of 10
You
on execution.
motherfucker.
Put it on a
was
t-shirt.
You?
It was perfect.
Yeah, I want that whole like bit just like in like the like
On
the
a
whole-
bumper sticker.
Yeah, the whole like transcript thing on a t-shirt. I need that so bad.
Yes.
Oh
I like how
shit.
it just trails off, and I like
Yeah.
how you I like how your in-game Cicatrix journal reason for not having notes for that previous session that you lost is that he drooled all over it.
Yeah.
And it was unreadable.
Fucking great.
Incredible.
But the cool thing about this is, unless you watched the previous episode, you don't know what they did after they all got blackout drunk.
Nope.
So,
That's true.
most of us are waking up the next morning. Trix, when you wake up, you see Zeke is still dead asleep.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what his fucking deal was.
I forgot too. Oh my god.
Well, one
I
of his
just
two.
remembered. Oh my god.
He's
Yeah.
gonna sleep for the next 2 days.
Oh boy.
So, you guys still have 2 days. Oh.
I did give Trix back his finger last night.
You did.
Did that too. I don't know if he noticed, but I did give him back his finger.
Oh, that's right.
He's gonna wake up. Oh wait, no. I realized.
Yeah, because yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna wake up and be like, I feel 1 millimeter larger.
He's acutely aware of his exact size at all times.
Wait a second.
But yeah, you guys still have the run of the train. Is there anything y'all want to do during this time?
Well. Oh, I wanted to try and attune to that triangle that is not mine, but I am gonna see. I haven't quite stolen it yet. I mean, I stole it from the museum, but I haven't stolen it from its owner yet.
Okay.
And I haven't decided if I'm going to. I just want to see what it does. So I'm gonna kind of work on trying to attune to that thing.
Okay. I want you to message me specifically. The time when Dust has been the happiest, and the time when Dust has been the most pissed. Now, when you send me those, I need you to also send me whether they are equal amounts of each emotion.
Gosh. This is hard.
So specific.
Okay.
Yep.
This might take me a little while.
That's terrifying.
That's fine. It takes a while to attune to items anyway. Like, this is going to be, like, attuning to items takes, I believe it's at least 3 hours. Because a lot of people just attune to items over long rests.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Probably just hanging out.
Yeah.
Doug, I have really bad memory. You said single happiest memory, and what was the other one? Single
Happiest, most pissed.
most pissed. Okay.
Yes.
Amy.
Yeah, we're probably just hanging out.
Okay.
But, like, Mel's just, like, sitting there, like, kind of grinding her teeth a little bit.
Yep. That's right.
Like, visibly unhappy.
No big trip. I promise I won't hurt your daughter. I love her.
I fucking love this bit.
It's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just watch him while he sleeps.
Yeah. So you probably hear that. Cool. If it's open. Oh, do the thing. Thank you. Let's see. Sick. Cool. Then you guys just hang out. For the time being, the train ride is smooth. You guys start going more into the wooded areas that cover the northern half of Saltu. Less of the, I believe it's deciduous, the ones that change with the seasons. More the evergreens as you start going farther north. The blaze woods have left. You have left the glowing orange trees behind, and now it's just extremely tall canopies that leave this area a bit dimmer than before with the tree line you guys were going through. And it's not long. By the end of the day is when you guys reach the next station, which is not your destination. Yours is another day out. But you see outside the window is a small, barely town. There's like a couple shops and a couple residential buildings, but other than that, it seems more just like a pit stop or just like a crossroads that was a good place to set it on. And then a few people get on and a few people get off. And at one point, actually it's Mal. Since you woke up and your bunkmate was gone, you assume that he just went somewhere else. And you actually see the sliding door open and somebody just looking at their ticket and holding a bag in their hand just... Oh! Sorry, didn't realize there would be other people here. And before you is a Earth Genasi with this spiked back amethyst-looking hair and the like slate gray skin, with one like cracked amethyst like scar over an eye. Very having like a more like young, chiseled, masculine face. Like this can't be more than like a teenager. But like these like road leathers with like a couple nicks and stuff in them. And on the chest, like stitched into the leathers, is the guild symbol for the Adventurers Union.
All right.
And just has this large duffel bag slung over the back. I'm guessing that half is yours?
Yeah. That's what I claimed anyway. There was someone else here when I got it, but I guess lucky for you, I don't take up much space, so I gestured to the other bunk.
Cool. I'm just got this bag. I'll probably be wandering. I got some business I gotta do on the train anyway. And he just like slings the bag onto like the rack that goes above the beds, and just like pats it a couple times. And he just like looks around and just slides his ticket into like a little cubby area, and just says, no, it'll be fine. Cool. Have a good day. And just closes the door.
Can't even be angry in peace. I gotta have a fuck. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The rest of you are left relatively undisturbed. Nix, you see Dust is attuning to the one of the items y'all acquired. However, in the realm of unconsciousness, nobody would really be able to know this except for Zeke, so I'd say this vision is just for Zeke's ears.
Son of a bitch!
How did it get past security?
Time to deafen.
Cool. I'm assuming everybody is deafened by now. Delicious. Zeke. You are having a very pleasant dream. It's going by ever so slowly. What I'm about to describe takes place over the course of the whole day, especially as you had requested that things pass by very quickly for you. You are back out on the street with a very familiar arm hooked around yours, having just come back from one of your rendezvous out with I would say love of your life. I don't know if Zeke would describe her as that just yet, but
Fastly approaching, yeah.
Yeah. And it's as you're walking that it feels off. Like you start to realize this is either a dream or some sort of memory that is not quite finished. It seems like somebody took the details of an area and just kind of stitched it together as like the areas around your vision are fuzzy. You know she's talking to you, but no words are actually being connected into your brain. You're usually very attentive to her words, but it's like the words aren't even forming actual cohesive thoughts for you. And it's as you guys are walking that you see, for a brief second where he wasn't in previous streams, you see Big Trip walking down the street, looking at a map, and then his head snaps up, and he actually makes eye contact with you. Not like from the memory, or even like how the event happened, or like the you that would be in this memory. He is making eye contact with you, and you know it.
Ooh.
Here we go. Everybody come back.
Yep.
I've
We're
been
good.
summoned.
Summoned.
All right.
All right.
I think probably just for the audience and for our companions here, if Trix is like ever in, like checking in on me, if that moment was whilst I was dreaming, happened while he was there, I imagine the only movement other than subtle shifting you'll ever get is there is probably a very real shudder, like almost like too cold, or like something just right up his spine, just something that, ooh, and then relaxes back into his slumber.
All right.
All right.
Cool. They've got a message. I'll be reading that in just a sec. It doesn't take long. You guys take trips back and forth to the dining car, unless you just order food to your respective compartments. Okay, noted.
I'm still working on the other one.
You're all good. No worries.
I'm attuning.
I'm attuning. Yeah, Dust is Dust spends a while just like examining the pyramid, and then after a while, just kind of like holds it and watches it. And you can kind of tell their face just relaxes, and like it emits like a very soft glow, just like a full focus. Yeah. Mal, your bunkmate doesn't return. Like, even after, like, breakfast and lunch have gone by. Yeah. Their bag is still there, though.
Okay.
Uh,
They said they had shit to do, so
yeah.
I'm not too worried about it
Cool.
yet.
Sick. Ready?
Yeah. No, I feel like I would spend a lot of time like up in like the dining car or whatever,
Okay.
just to not be in a confined space.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way out to the dining car, and it does have like it's the dining car itself. During the day, you can see there is like a door that would go outside the car, but you see that there is a room that is outside of there to give the passengers the ability to like walk outside and get like some air. Seeming
That's
to
cool.
have a bit more magically collapsed space in order to be able to allow for this.
Oh, I want to go there. I want to
Okay.
go outside, but not outside.
Cool. You get some food and you make your way into the like little magical patio that's been made. And like looking out where the past the railing, it seems like this is in line with the rest of the cars, making it to where it's not going to be a collision hazard for anything. Yeah. The air.
We like no collision hazards.
The air is very pleasant, especially like the nice breeze, given that you guys are currently in the summer months. You stand out here and enjoy the air for a bit. When after when not long after you hear the door open and then slide shut again, as this man in a long duster with like a very simple like vest and shirt underneath, bald with like this very like bright white stubble, human, with these like golden eyes, kind of like turns around with like a cup of coffee and just, don't mind me, just coming out for some not stuffy air. And he goes to the other side of the patio as you.
I get it.
And he just kind of like leans on the railing, looking out and taking a sip every now and then.
I get it. There are other people on this car. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna keep out of everybody's way as best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just feel like unconsciously Mal's kind of like white knuckling the railing a little bit.
Okay.
But I mean, for the most part, people are here to enjoy their coffee, get some air.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna stay out of the way.
After about like 10 minutes has passed, you hear the guy start to turn to head toward the door. You just hear, dude, okay?
Sorry?
Got a tight grip on the railing. I just wanted to make sure you weren't, any trouble.
Like, visibly relaxes it. I didn't even realize. Yes, I'm alright. Thank you.
Alright. I know things aren't always easy to talk about, especially, I know people go on the train to get away from people. If you, need me to keep an eye out, just let me know. And he kind of moves his duster over, and you see a posse star on his vest. Take care now.
You too.
And he moves his way back inside. Give me a perception check as this guy's back turned to you.
Oh, good. This is like, I think the 4th session in a row my first roll of the night was a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was really good, though. 16!
16.
Yeah.
You catch just barely, like a few details of it before the door closes behind him. But you see these, clearly ritualistic looking tattoos on the back of his neck. Very symmetrical lines, with, you can even tell, like, some sort of script in between. What languages can you read?
Not very. Common and halfling.
Oh, cool. None that you can read.
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, you don't notice anything else.
Okay.
Cool.
Good to know.
And you enjoy some fresh air for a little while. In the Nix and Dust car, after a while, Nix, of just watching Dust stare at the pyramid, unless there's something else you wanted to do instead.
No, she's probably sorting out her spell book, writing notes and things, keeping an eye on Dust.
Okay. After a while, this, like, just dim, pulsing glow from the top of the pyramid turns... It seems to wax and wane from, like, this just, white to, like, a more, like, orangey yellow over to, like, a red, and keeps, like, flickering between this. And then it seems to settle on, like, this almost amber color. Before it just settles. And Dust, you took a while trying to just... You've looked at artifacts before, ones that you've had to either reclaim or ones you've had to get back into the proper hands from your previous missions. And you've spent time looking at arcane items, but none that you've tried to attune to before. And after a while of trying to, like, intertwine your will with this items, you feel memories flooding back. Both of the ones that you described in tandem, bits of them playing out in chunks until finally both of them reach their conclusion. And you come back with the feeling... It's as if you have walked out of a very warm shower into just a lukewarm room. Like, you can feel the warmth on yourself, but ebbing off. And you can see the pyramid in your hand, the just clear crystal that was at the top of this little pyramid now has an amber glow to it. I haven't finished the stats for it because I didn't know if anybody was going to attune to it, but you have attuned to the bearer's font.
Can I tell what it does? Because that's what I just want to know what it does.
You get the sense that this, in a pinch, like, it is like a once per week type thing that it can do. It can provide a temporary sanctuary, like a, safe space, that, forms a 20 by 20 cube. And you also know that this can also shed daylight around it if need be. And it seems to have some sort of directional features. The word that comes to mind is almost like not cartography, because that's building a whole map. It is more of a compass. It has some sort of way to point you towards something that you need to find.
Ah.
Ooh.
It could point me toward the cool thing. If I'm allowed to keep it.
Yeah. But yeah, and so that's as far as you know for it. You'd have to get it identified to know exactly what it does.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, you have finished attuning. Is there anything else anybody wants to do for the rest of the day?
I wanted to go find everybody.
Okay, yeah, they're
Zeke's
quarters
being
of-
boring.
He's being boring.
Cool. Nix and Dust are in their car, and Mal isn't too hard to find, as the dining car is only a couple cars down.
Whose room is closest to me?
Probably Nix and Dust.
Okay. He'll probably just stop in and be like, "Hi."
Hi.
Zeke's being boring. He's still asleep.
Still?
Yeah. He started saying something about the love of his life, and then he started moaning and shaking really weird. I don't know. So I thought I'd come over here.
Okay. Yep. You're welcome to come hang out over here.
Yeah.
Thanks. He wasn't laughing at any of my jokes either.
How dare.
Not.
What? What is it called when a cowboy dies and comes back to life?
What?
Reincarnation. He's being
That's
boring. I've never seen him this boring before.
So he's just sleeping?
Yeah.
I mean, did you guys... I wasn't... Did you guys drink a lot last night? Like...
Oh, that time traveling potion that I got? Yeah, I
What?
took I took a drink of it and then I woke up.
Oh. Need alcohol.
Yeah.
It has that effect if you drink too much.
Yeah.
Oh, no one told me.
Sorry.
Are we not gonna check out Zeke over here?
I mean, we can go take a look to just make sure he's alive.
Yeah, I could go check and see.
He's been asleep all day. I'm worried about him. I
All
want him to
day?
laugh at my jokes.
Okay. We'll get this taken care of so he can laugh at your jokes.
Okay.
I guess we kind of head out.
Head over to the
Like, no.
where Zeke is sleeping.
He'll like open the door and he'll like shake him. Zeke!
Zeke is still asleep.
He's asleep.
Can I tell if there's anything weird about the sleep, or if it's just a normal sleep?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit there and be like, wonder if he drank too much.
He's probably fine.
Let's see, what is my
I'm not there, so what do I know?
Oh. Yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Woo!
You can tell that there is some... It's not necessarily a spell, but there is some sort of magic influence that is causing him to sleep.
We all heard, or at least I was a part of the conversation where he said to the strange guy,
I was
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah, Dust was not there.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, Trix
I was there
I
in
think it
person,
was
but
just-
not in spirit.
I think it was just me and Nix.
Yeah,
I think it was
you
just me and Nix.
Yeah, and neither of y'all drank super heavily.
yeah.
So, yeah, you do remember, like, thinking back, you're trying to figure out if something happened last night, and you remember the specific words. If I could go to sleep tonight and wake up 2 days later, that would be great.
Yeah, he's not gonna wake up
What do you mean
for
he's not
another
gonna wake up?
day or two. He may be under the influence of a magical sleep. So he's
Oh.
probably not gonna wake up for another day. Yeah.
Well, damn. Alright. Sorry, Trix. He's gonna be boring until tomorrow, probably.
Zeke! Zeke! What do you call a cowboy's outfit? Ranch dressing! Wake up so you can tell me what that means! What's ranch dressing?
He's gonna go back. Nyx is gonna go back to her little spot and just go back to like writing notes and spells.
Trix,
Yeah,
take
be
a
like-
fucking inspiration, you motherfucker!
I'm gonna be like, come on, Trix, let's go get some food.
Tell me what ranch dressing is.
Oh my God. Oh, protect this precious bean
Oh,
from
shit.
everything.
God damn it! Oh, fuck me. Oh. Cool, so you guys walk away from Zeke. Mal, how long are you staying out there?
Oh, how long am I staying up there?
Yeah.
Probably like at least like an hour.
Okay.
Like just going over everything that was in like the letter and thinking about the possible implications that could have.
Mm-hmm. Then I'd say probably about after that hour is when you are starting to walk back down the hallway and you hear, "Tell me what ranch dressing is!"
And that's about the time where I'm like, come on, Trix, let's just go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be fine.
Okay.
Everything all right?
Zeke is in a magical sleep.
Okay. What's that got to do
Yep.
with ranch dressing?
I'm just gonna kind of gesture to Cicatrix.
Oh, okay. I understand. I mean, Trix, if you're really like I can sort of explain it.
Yeah, what is it?
I just give him like the basics of like what ranch is, like it's condiment you put it on some food. Some people put it on everything, but even that's a little too much. But
There might be some.
it's something to make food taste better. Long
might be
story
some in
short,
the
you put it
food
on
chart.
food and it makes certain foods taste better.
So it's food that you put on food?
Well, it's called yeah. I mean, basically.
Let's go see if we
But
can find
why-
some in the food tray. The food.
Yeah, let's go. Well, yeah.
Okay.
The idea
He's,
of
like,
smaller
suffering.
food that goes on food is wrecking Trix's mind.
No, he's trying
Also,
to
I
find
just-
out why a food that goes on a food.
Oh, yeah.
That's why a cowboy's outfit is called that.
Also, I love how like we're just so used to Trix not knowing things, we can just gesture to Trix like,
Yeah.
wait, what is that? What? Oh.
Oh, everything makes sense now.
All these squares
It's
make a
like,
circle.
I understand your questions and frustrations. It makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. You guys go and get some food. It's about dinner time, which is when this car is probably the busiest. You see that there's quite a few families, as opposed to before where it was only a couple patrons in here. It seems that you guys are probably gonna get the last table that is available right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need to get something with ranch. We need to get like a salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like fries and kids chicken tenders. Give me a kids chicken tender.
We'll get a couple
Perfect.
of things so he can see how it goes on multiple stuff. So we'll get some salad,
Yeah.
we'll get some chicken tenders, we'll get some fries,
Cool.
we'll get some pizza.
Cool.
Yes.
I'd say
And now,
about
are we talking, is it Dion's ranch? Like, what kind of ranch do we got?
this is
Yeah, like-
it's not like anything
I
you
mean,
get.
not sponsored, but...
Yeah. It's more like home style ranch. Like this was like made today.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is acceptable.
Is it like regular ranch? Is it spicy ranch? Is it buttermilk ranch?
It's
Is it-
buttermilk.
Okay.
Buttermilk
Sorry.
ranch.
I was
This
I
is
was giving you
extremely
shit,
important for
but-
roleplay.
Yeah. I need to know what flavor
The
profile this
details.
ranch has.
You're talking to people who have been to New Mexico.
Yeah, no, I'm realizing with this specific group, it's the wrong answer to just be it's ranch.
It can't just be ranch.
Ranch isn't
No,
ranch.
I'm a ranch.
Not all ranch is ranch, Doug. Come on, you know this.
I'm sorry.
Some ranch is bad.
Some ranch is
Correct.
objectively.
Correct.
Oh shit. But yeah.
Anyway.
Uh,
The
but
great
yeah.
ranch debate.
you
But yeah,
guys.
I was just giving you shit. But please
Yeah.
continue.
You guys order every possible thing on here. They so like a dish for each of you basically. And like especially like you guys deliberating about like what goes with ranch. By the end this brain, please, no, the words, come back to me, please. There it is. Okay. Sorry. This wood elf waitress just like looking at your guys' order and listening to you guys talk. It's just like, do y'all just want me to bring like a bowl of ranch?
That would be great.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Yeah, you're all good. I'll come back with these in just a minute. And she makes her way out. And after a while, each plate is brought in front of you. And Trix, you see that a bowl is just set down with what looks like, to the best approximation of the things you've been given in the past, a white pudding with like some flecks of like little green stuff in.
So
Is there a spoon in it?
Not currently.
Do I have a spoon?
You have a spoon.
No.
I'm
Trix,
going
no.
in with the spoon.
Trix, no!
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We'll be like, no, wait, you put it on things.
No, you got it.
so this is like a full dinner spoon.
Doesn't taste.
And I'm guessing Trix just
big
puts the
spoon.
whole thing in his mouth.
If they screamed no before it came to my mouth, I would have been
Wait,
like,
no, you gotta put it. It don't taste right by itself.
No, you gotta put it on the pizza, put it on the chicken tenders, put it on the fries, and then eat those things, and use those things as the spoon for the ranch.
oh, okay.
Like
He'll-
here,
he'll do
can
that.
can I take the dinner spoon from him and I'm gonna put some like over the fries. Do it like
Okay.
that. Here, try this, and I give him a fry with ranch on it.
Cool.
Prices averted.
Oh, that's good. That's the
Right?
best thing I've ever eaten.
Very good.
That's what ranch is.
This is amazing.
Here you
I'll
go, and
keep
I
eating
push
it.
the plate. I push the plate towards him.
Yeah.
Try it
Doug,
with all
is-
the things.
Is there a cowboy anywhere near us? Somebody who looks like...
Oh my god.
Oh no, we're in a
I think
Wild
I'm the
West
closest.
You see Mal. You also see the guy that Mal saw earlier. This guy with like a long duster, kind of sitting like at the bar, just eating some soup. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just like keep eating it and like staring at them, like looking up and down at their clothes, and just like keep going. Be like, oh, I get it. No, that doesn't make sense.
What's the matter?
Oh, my joke from earlier.
I don't think Mal heard it, Trix.
No, I
Oh.
didn't hear it.
What do you call a cowboy's outfit?
What?
Ranch dressing.
Okay, now I. All right, that was good. That was good. I see. Okay, I see where the confusion may have come in now. So cowboys typically work on a ranch where they raise like a bunch of horses and cattle and whatnot.
And they make
And
this
so then
there.
you have ranch. I don't know actually. I'm not actually sure how it got its name. Yeah, they make them in kitchens now, but I don't know how it got like its name. But
Oh my gosh, that's
it's-
so funny. You're just gonna go back to eating.
He sounded so sarcastic.
it's while this dinner is happening that another glimpse into a dream that is only for Zeke is
God damn it!
Okay, time to
Oh.
deafen.
Here we go.
Alrighty. Zeke. It is no longer during that same trip. As soon as the eye contact was made, the environment shifts. And you are back on stage. You're finishing up one of the songs you close out the night with. Something nice and rowdy, but a little bit more with sentimental notes. Something to let the crowd wanting a little more, but enough to close out the set so that they'll come back the next day. And it's as you finish with a flourish, even letting like a little dancing lights spread out. You look out at the crowd, like seeing all kinds of. You would be seeing familiar faces, but again, the details are blurry. Nobody's face is complete. Even looking at Seamus in the back, you know his skull is there, but there's no features of a skull. It's just a oblong, gray circle. And then you see the door swing in, and still holding that same, like, paper, you see Trip looking around. His face is, like, fully detailed, and he makes eye contact with you. And he starts to, like, push through the crowd to get to you before it starts to shift again.
And we back.
Cool.
Right back.
Right back. I am unsure if Nyx or Trix have seen. Cool.
Alright.
Sweet. And you guys spend the dinner enjoying various ranch treats. And then by the end of it, it's starting to... Huh?
It's a lot of ranch dressing.
A lot of ranch dressing.
Hell yeah.
And it's as the night is starting to come over the place. It's past sunset, getting to the end of dusk. The lights are starting to fully go out. You guys notice that there is a slight glow in the forest from outside, going past as the train whooshes through the trees. And not the dull pink glow from the renatite that the rail is constructed with. It's this very pale green in spots as you're whizzing past. I'd say, because Mal, you might not be as familiar with these, but I'd say Nyx, Trix, and Dust can give me history checks.
Dora goes next.
I got a 12.
Damn.
I got a 22.
22.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
guessing the dam was not good.
Yeah, no, I got a 4.
Oof.
Yeah. Trix, you're not familiar with these. Dust, other than like ambush predators, nothing comes to mind in terms of like glowing things in the woods at night. Nyx, you remember that you lived up over in Nobel County for ages. You know exactly what these are. Whenever the night starts to set in, the inferno flies start to come out. These small reptilian insects that these bulbous tails glow in the night in pulses. But yeah, you like especially seeing the specific color and like some of them going out as they whiz past, you realize exactly what these are.
Oh boy.
And it definitely does bring back some memories of home. is there anything else y'all want to get done with this day?
Nah.
Nope.
Cool. Alrighty. Then you guys head back to your bunks. Mal,
So,
your roommate isn't in the room when you come back, but you see the bag has shifted ever so slightly on the thing on the rack above their bunk. Other than that, your guys' rooms are the same as they were before.
okay.
Cool. And you guys, are you setting up watches again, or are you just passing out?
We should probably do some sort of watch just to make sure that like no one goes in and nabs the artifacts since Zeke is eternally sleeping.
Right.
Cool.
I'll go first.
Alright.
I'll go second.
I can do third.
Perception checks.
Percent. Do not fail me.
Yeah,
fail.
natural 20.
I got an at
Let's go.
22.
No!
Hey!
Alrighty.
We see everything.
Getting past you
You're gonna
guys.
get a third.
Well, let's see, because I'm using a different die, because my last die definitely rolled a 2, and then so.
Ooh. Oh no. I'm guessing that's not.
Oh,
rolled
no.
a 2 again. It rolled a 2
Oh, no.
again. So my perception is wisdom, and I am proficient, isn't it? So that's gonna be a 7.
Sick.
So this die is going back into jail.
Okay.
What is this one?
Cool. So, Mal was first. So Mal, both you and Trix get extra information. Nah, 20s.
Aw, shit.
So you don't notice anybody trying to like stop near Zeke and Trix's room. You do, as you're sitting on your watch, you hear. It's hard to make out just because it's like in another room. Otherwise, you get specific words. You do hear Zeke mumbling to himself in his sleep. The extra thing that catches your attention, though, is you hear a slight. It's not easy to pick up. It's only whenever everyone has gone to sleep in the bunks around you. There's no movement within the cart. And since the train does not roll on tracks, it has the renatite rail. There's no sound from
Right.
that. You hear some sort of like rhythmic, like barely perceptible, a rhythmic thump from your roommate's bag. You wouldn't even be able to detect it if you didn't realize that it wasn't in rhythm with your heartbeat.
In my bunkmate's the bag?
Yeah, in the bag.
Once I'll finish up my watch first.
Okay.
And then once I'm done with mine, I'm gonna go back into my room as my bunkmate come back, or is it still in?
No?
Then I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Cool. There is something magical in the bag. In fact, there's a couple somethings magical in the bag.
Okay.
One of which, there's no active spells, so School of Magic is a bit hard to discern here.
Okay.
But there are some magic entities within the bag.
Okay. Don't want to go through their stuff though. That fucked up. So I will simply. How long does that last? Up to. I'll just keep an eye on it for the 10 minutes that my spell is up, just to like see if anything changes, and if nothing changes, I'll just go back to sleep.
Cool. Nothing changes. The energy doesn't increase or decrease, and the pings stay put. So, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Unless there's anything else, tricks. During your watch, especially since you probably post yourself up in the doorway of your and Zeke's room, you're able to hear Zeke's mumblings a little bit clearer, but it's less frequent. There seems to be some sort of like, instead of it just being like constant dreams, there's something interrupting. The thing you notice, though, is you hear at one point what sounds like footsteps on top of the car that you guys are in. But it's only like a couple sets, and once they go past, they don't come back whenever you're on your watch. But that's all you notice on your.
Cool.
Dust. You are on your watch, and you don't really notice. Every now and then you hear like mumblings from Zeke and Trix's room, and so you try and listen into that, but you're trying to split your focus between that and like keeping watch out and everything, and trying to listen for even the smallest sounds. So as soon as any sound of like shifting in a room happens, you lock in on it, and so your focus is a bit scattered, so you're not able to discern anything concrete. And then morning comes for y'all. This is gonna be the last leg of the journey. You guys will probably arrive by midday today.
Okay.
Is there anything y'all want to do with the day?
Does my fucking bunkmate ever come back?
Not yet.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
I saw the cogs turning. Cool.
Eat some breakfast. Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys go and have breakfast. And unless anything especially important needs to happen during breakfast, I'd say this will be the last glimpse into Zeke's dreams that we're gonna have for this journey.
Oh man.
And as per
Another decade.
usual, this is for.
Here we go.
Yep.
Bye.
Trip almost gets to you before it shifts. And then whenever it shifts, you are back on the rooftop, holding the rope, waiting for people to come up. You see Dust starting to climb up the rope with Trix teleporting up, and you see the door start to open as that guard was going to come through. And you feel hands on your shoulders and spin you around. And you see Trip like holding your shoulders and like looking in your eyes. You better be careful of who you're making deals with. But knowing who this specific one is, you probably didn't know. I'm gonna do this for free, and then I'm gonna need a job from you later. Understood? Good. and he puts his palm like right on your brow and pushes back and then pulls up, and you lurch up awake, feeling like some sort of influence is gone. Cool.
I was petting my cat. I'm sorry.
How dare you? Cool. And you all awake in the morning. Well, you all are at breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah. The special breakfast for today, which is just a flat rate for everybody, as it's only one option, is biscuits and gravy.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna
Fuck me up.
roll out of bed and try to get my legs to work again, and just the scratchiest of throats have not drank anything for 2 days. You know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
It is dry, especially since before you were drinking alcohol.
And put on just enough, like maybe not even button my shirt all the way up, but just sort of throw it on there, and then pants and boots, and just sort of stumble through, trying to like understand where I was, who I am, what I'm doing. Like one of those dreams where you live a whole lifetime,
Yeah,
and then you wake up and you're just remembering who you actually are,
yeah.
and just be like, and then just sort of stumble into the breakfast area of the dining car, and not acknowledge any of my friends, but just sort of I just go to the waiter who's probably taking food to someone else and just grab it, and then just sit down in just a random place with random people, and then just start I'm taking like a whole pitcher of water. Ah. Are you eating that? And then grab something off someone else's plate and eat it.
It's like look over and it's like, oh, looks like Zeke woke up. Oh, we should probably go.
Hey,
Who are you
Zeke.
people?
Zeke.
I'm gonna get up and walk over there and be like, hey, and I'm gonna be like, sorry, and I'm just gonna kind of lead him over to our table.
The small family of lizard folk don't seem to be minding him much, even whenever he reaches over. Like the small child lizard folk who's like gnawing on like a napkin, just like looks over at the biscuit that's being taken, just one eye shifts over and just grabs like a small handful through Zeke's hand to just start eating it themselves. Not minding as much that somebody just sat down.
Welcome back.
And sit down with my friends. Probably just like all the water I drank is probably running down my face and and my shirt, and just be like sort of the I float up look,
I
like
figured
that
it.
you wake your parents up with. Yeah, and
I
just be
fold
like,
up.
yeah, and then just be like, what day is it?
It's the day we're arriving at our stop.
Yeah,
missed-
finally. It's been like a year.
Yeah.
It has.
You were out for a long time, bud.
I missed.
We had to
all
stay on
you.
the train and just ride up and down all of Saltu because we didn't want to leave without you.
How were you able to afford that? That's terrible.
I'm fucking with you, Zeke. It's been like 2 days.
I missed all of you. I don't know where I am right now. Are we in Corfock County still?
We're coming up on
No.
our stop. Coming up
We're
on
in-
Bow, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in.
Are we still on the continent of Saltu?
Yes.
We are still on Saltu. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I don't know. Zeke had some. No, not Zeke. I'm sorry. Cicatrix had some questions too, and I'm sure.
Yeah.
and I'm
Trix,
gonna-
Dab. I mean, we all missed you, but Trix missed you something fierce.
Yeah, Trix missed you.
I
They
had a
told me what
dream,
ranch was.
like the place or the dressing.
Both.
A little both.
Have you
Okay.
tried it? Do you want to? And he'll pull up his plate. It's biscuits and gravy, but instead of gravy, it's ranch.
He had them so bad.
You do you, buddy. I had a dream, a long dream. I was where I was and kept seeing Big Trip Toller, and he looked right through me, and I don't think I've ever felt so just scared. I don't know why. He never struck me as a magically fearsome person, but there's something about his eyes. He looked at me and sort of rubbed my head where he touched, my head in the dream, and just be like, I don't know if it was real. I just sort of look over to where Malvin is and sort of like touch her shoulder. I'm not sure if any of y'all are still real. Am I still dreaming or?
You're awake now.
Yeah, you're definitely awake. We can test it if you like, but I feel like that's a little overkill. You
Let
sure?
me have it. Let me have it.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna backhand him. It's not gonna hurt very much.
There's a slight sting.
Well, that's smart. That seems legit. Garcon, can I have like, can you give me a pitcher of coffee? Black.
That same.
And like an actual pitcher, not like just a big cup. Get like an actual pitcher.
What I'm afraid you heard was I want a lot of coffee. I want a pitcher.
That same wood elf who you guys saw watched him sit down and he actually grabbed from her tray. She just nods. Yeah, for sure. I'll get you a fresh pot.
Thank you.
Is
Anyway.
there? And she just moves away, and comes back not long after, still with a mug, but with a full pot of coffee. It just sets them both down in front of Zeke.
And then as she's walking away, I'm gonna wait. Hold on, let me make sure I have the gold to. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay. As before she walks away, I'm just gonna stand up and I'm just gonna kind of take some gold out of my pocket, and I'm gonna take her hand, one of her hands, and both of mine, and be like, thank you so much for your service, and I apologize for my friend's behavior earlier, and I'm gonna give her let's say 7 gold.
7 gold?
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah, you hand her 7 gold, and she...
Actually, that's perfect, because now it's a nice, round number.
Sick. You hand her 7 gold, and she, looks at it and, puts it in her apron. And she just nods. Yeah, no worries. I mean, it comes with the territory whenever people meet Dez. He talks with them, and at least one person goes a little loopy afterwards, so, I'm just glad that y'all made it okay. Yeah, he's fine. He's not nearly the worst we've had.
Well, still, it feels like going above and beyond, so I want to make sure we reflect that.
Yeah, of course. Y'all have a lovely morning.
You as well, man.
Cicatrix,
Again, thank you so
did you
much.
get a little taller, maybe by a millimeter?
You
I
noticed?
love this bit.
Or
I
your
love this
posture,
bit.
or you got real good posture, buddy. I don't know.
I do feel a little straighter.
Well, it's nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
Does anyone? Anyway, what did we find out? Did we go on an adventure? Y'all do anything fun?
Been on the train.
Yeah.
You ever find out what that doohickey was, Dust?
Oh, the pyramid? Well, it changed colors. It is no longer clear. It is now amber. And I get the vibe it might work kind of like a compass, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well,
I just wanted to kind of figure out what it was, because we might have to give it back. So,
and when they say give it back, I immediately think about the scepter, and I just get up from the table and I'll be right back. And I
I'm like-
run back to my room and I'd make sure that it's still there.
Yeah, you look in your bag right under the guitar you have where you set it before, and it is still there.
God. And then I think about if I'm doing the right thing, bringing this to this person, and then I'm gonna hide it again
Mm-hmm.
and go back to my friends and be like, so I'm thinking after breakfast here, maybe we do a little investigating. And y'all are kind of, people that might know a little bit, and see if we can find out what this is, because I don't even know exactly the figure I'm supposed to get paid for this, or if what I'm giving someone isn't a weapon to destroy a whole civilization. I didn't really ask questions. I just needed the cash. So now I'm really kind of worried, because he told me to be sure I was trusting the right people. Anyway,
I could examine it and
I
see
think
if
that-
there's anything I can figure out.
I think that'd be wise. Ooh. Sure is pretty though, like looking out the window.
Yeah, if you need some air, they've got like a little like makeshift patio thing. It's actually really nice.
Oh. That sounds good. And like take one more swig out of my big pitcher of coffee, take a whole big pitcher of water, run out to the little patio, just sort of morning to everybody, and then dump the whole thing on myself.
You do see that there is like a mom and like a young child with them, and she just kind of like pulls the child a little closer to her.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna go back to the room after that, or my little cabin,
Cool.
and just wait for Nyx to come by, or anyone else who might want to see if we can identify the scepter a little bit.
Cool.
I'll do that after I finish my breakfast.
Sick.
it's gonna be like,
Hell yeah, gotta fuel up for the day first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
he did not
Yep.
sleep well.
Yeah.
I will also
Breakfast
join
is the
them.
most important meal of the day.
It is.
I am now a breakfast cook, can confirm.
Hell yeah.
Breakfast.
Cool. And you guys finish up your breakfast. And Nyx is heading over to Zeke's cabin.
Yeah.
I'll go too, just because it sounds like something to do.
I'm also
I'll
going.
also go.
I can provide no
We're
help
all
in this
going.
manner, but
Cool.
Same.
We should all be there just to understand what's going on.
yeah.
Cool. Then you all head to your room, and you're just cast. What are you doing to figure out what this item does next?
Do I have spell? Shit, I do not.
Well, tell me what you need. If you're gonna do, hold on, if you're gonna do like an Arcana check, I'll hit you with Enhance Ability to give you advantage.
I
So
would appreciate that because
yeah,
I
so
do not have Identify, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to like go off of arcane knowledge that I have.
yeah,
Sick.
It's fine.
okay. So yeah, I'll
Same.
do Fox's Cunning on Nyx to give her the advantage.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Roll Arcana with
Can
advantage.
I also make a roll?
Sure, go for it. Oh, what kind of roll are
Thank
you
you
making?
for that advantage.
Also Arcana?
In Arcana.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Ooh,
I'd
that
say
advantage saved my butt.
tricks for you specifically, you can roll with nature. You would like.
Nature.
I'm better at Arcana.
No worries.
I got an 11.
All right.
It's another dirty 20.
20.
Let's
Damn.
go.
Tricks, you're not able to determine what this could do. You at least know what material this is, as this, you've heard whispered through your family network. When you were still a part of your mom, you heard whispers between the different stars. You know that when some form of matter passes close enough to a star to burn it, but not to completely incinerate it, it will make a meteorite. Or if it's just passing through an atmosphere hot enough to burn the outside, it'll make meteorite that is this very dull, like maroon, and hyperconductive with heat. They didn't have a name for it, but it's this like specific like maroon meteorite. Nyx, this is an immense amount of energy, and to sift through it, you have to spend a bit. As you realize these two items that you guys have in your possession being tied to the Sunbearer, were likely actually used by that being at some point. It wasn't like a cleric's item that was bestowed with power. These are probably items that were possessed by the motherfucker at some point. And whereas the warm glow that came from the pyramid that Dust was holding, this one, it's like, whereas that one is like sitting out in the sun and just like warming yourself with the rays. This is more like sitting just a little bit too close to a campfire in terms of the feeling. And this has an immense amount of destructive power. And like thinking back to like the things that you've heard whenever you'd walk around the church, or the couple times that the orphanage made you attend church, you remember that the Sunbearer is equal parts like fun, joyous, like enjoy, like just celebration times, as well as scorched earth, burn those who do wrong. In fact, the hypothesis in terms of a cult that cropped up and then disappeared ages ago that was tied to a phoenix, it was said that the Sunbearer helped an explosion that they caused by just imbuing massive amounts of power into one of them in order to scorch the area that is now known as the Blazewood Forest.
Oh shit.
And that level of destructive power you can sense within this staff.
Okay. I will noodles that info.
Wait,
So,
wait,
yes.
wait. You think this scepter might have been actually like used, wielded by the Sun Bearer.
Mm-hmm.
And his triangle
Yes.
too.
Holy shit!
Like a
That much
legendary
destructive power.
of the gods. This thing is holy moly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so are we returning it to the
That's-
Sun Bearer? Because I thought we were returning it to.
Oh, I
Atar.
doubt it.
No. As far as I know, just a guy. I mean, we're taking it to go see Lyle Winsborough is the name of the guy who contacted me and made me do this job or asked me to do this job. And I am and then
Did he say why he wanted it?
I rustle through my bed and find that letter that Ozzy gave me that has the initials LW on it, and show them that same bit, which was
Reminders needed.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember what.
it says copy 1 of 6. Let's see. Bring Dad in. Yours sincerely, LW. Personal letter. Oh yeah, bring in Dad ? On our project. And there's a mention of a project, and it's signed LW. And I to those who were either too drunk or not present during my whole episode meeting him on the train and the whole time stopping thing, I'll noodles that whole thing again and just be like that's why I was asleep. I spoke too literally and I fucked myself.
Yeah.
And
We were
and
able to tell you were in a magical sleep, so.
and then I may have met some sort of outer god or fae. I don't know who or what they were. I was not gonna lie, I was feeling very friendly. I was in that friendly stage of inebriated where you drink until you're very friendly.
Yeah.
Then you're in that loop afterwards where you're sort of like suspicious of everybody, then you're like super friendly again. I was in that first friendly phase before you get to suspicious of everybody, so I was just all for it, honestly.
No, he talked to us too.
Mhm.
So I mean,
I didn't quite make a deal like you did, but
Yeah.
but I did make one.
but I mean, if this, like holding the letter, if this is any indication of if my hypothesis is right about LW being my sort of patron on this matter, then do they want to combine and filter out like all these artifacts to themselves? And like, what project could it possibly be? I don't bringing in Dad. I don't know any other Winsboroughs.
Something used by the Sun Bearer.
Is this a kid of the Sun Bearer?
It seemed like a mortal to me, but
Okay. I just needed to check.
of course,
If they were like me, it would probably make sense. They could potentially be, but
well, I'm getting a combination of the heebies and the jeebies about this whole thing. And
Well, I mean, just in terms of a project, if this is Sun Bearer, he's either trying to throw a super awesome party, or he's looking to burn some shit down.
or it's a no los dos, maybe both. Who knows? Maybe in somebody's eyes, partying is smiting all the non-believers. So, I'm all about doing what I need to make some cash, but if there's nothing left of the entire continent for us to enjoy all the money we might make from this, then I don't know if I'm feeling exactly quite right about it. Like,
Like if if there's no ye if the ha has all burned down. You know what I mean?
Well, they're gonna need some more info about who we're giving the staff to.
That's probably step
What
one.
their connection to the Sunbearer is.
I mean,
Because he owned this before the museum collector did.
that's the word on the street.
Well,
That
we know
we're-
that from the.
Can
museum.
I
I'm
like
gonna,
look at it and do like a religion check or something to see if there's like any sort of emblem of the Sunbearer, just like for my own sake, to see if there's. I just wanted to check if there really are his fingerprints all over this.
I want to like, and I want to like make a point. Like, I just want to like tell everyone like, oh, and like we know that it belonged to this guy because in the museum's acquisitions record it says it was taken from him. So he had it before the museum collector did.
You can give me a religion check, Mal.
I would love.
I'd say either religion or perception. Perception if you're looking for actual markings. Religion if you're trying to figure out if you've heard of him wielding something like this.
And I'll turn to Mal and be like, "Don't worry, it's only the fate of the world at stake," and try to give her inspiration.
Thanks.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, I think I'll do religion, because I if I can recall a story or a mural or a statue or something of him holding it, that will be more confirmation for me.
Okay.
If you want to use your inspiration, it's now a D8. Now that
Hey, we'll
Sick.
see how this goes, because my modifier for religion and perception is the same. So
oh, hey, Trix,
Okay.
I just got that joke you said about ranch. That's pretty funny.
you know what? I really want to hammer this, so we're gonna go ahead and use it. Oh hell yeah! 23.
23.
Sup?
You remember the church that was set up down in Tranquility Basin was more toward the Grove Tender. But there are many parts of scripture that tell about both of them. And there was tell of some malformed plague that infected trees and also turned the mortals in the area against one another. The trees infecting the people and taking control of the people. Something that long ago people referred to as the Palewood Curse. You're not sure if that has to do with the Palewood Trail that's down south. Irrelevant. But the Grove Tender not being able to go near the trees without becoming infected himself asked the Sunbearer to scorch the plant life in the area. And the Sunbearer, people bicker about the translation, but either sent an avatar or sent he went down there himself. Regardless, a fiery being was seen with a staff in the area, and used the staff to torch the area, creating just a flat crater that it took ages for life to grow back. But this does line up with that story.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I've heard stories. I just, can't. May I? And I just kind of like hold up my hand.
Yeah.
May I?
Pass it.
I want to hold it.
You hold
Pass
it.
it over.
Yeah.
It definitely has a warmth to it. Like, Nyx peering into its energy gave the feeling of being just too close to a campfire. But holding it in your hand, it's very warm to the touch. It reminds you of working back at home in the forge, having the the heat of not only the heated metal, but also the forge flames around you. It's familiar.
Yeah. Huh. Sorry, just no, I'll hand it back to Zeke. Just I'm fairly certain I have the Sunbearer to thank for my power, so like the magic I can do.
Oh.
So just get and see an artifact.
I'm still not entirely sure if this is one of the gods that is benevolent, malevolent, or sort of in between.
He's a little of both. The biggest, like, most recent tenet. Blessed be those who turn the sun, or blessed be those who turn the sun to those who would do harm. Bring a feast to those who would protect the weak.
Oh.
So
That don't
he's a
sound
little
too
both.
bad. Be so much easier if there weren't morally gray areas. All right. Well. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. I like the previously mentioned plan. As soon as we get to where we're going, we do a little bit more digging into Mr. Winsboro. Find out if they're, a demon hell spawn from one of those hells, or if they're an acolyte of the Sunbearer, or just a random collector of random bullshit. Because 2 out of 3 of those, I'm not really comfortable handing back the staff to. Because I feel like just a collector of random bullshit's also kind of like potentially ready to get, rocked up on by some anti-sun people, like the moon bearer or something comes up. It's like, what's up, 2 for flinching, and it's like, you never know if that's going to be a thing. So we'll find out what they know, if we can from anybody or anything. Do we know, Doug, is there a going rate for magical messages, sort of like email, where you can have a mage send like long distance messaging for coin or anything like that?
So there are mage, like if you go to like a components shop or places where people sell magic items,
or just get the sending spell like in a scroll or something.
Yeah, you can pay for that. There are also at like major hubs, or especially at train depots, there are telegram stations.
Right.
Which aren't instantaneous, but in terms of non-magical solutions, it is probably the quickest form of communication you will find.
Okay. All right. Well, as soon as we come to a stop, I'm gonna try to send a quick message to Big Trip Toller, I think, and I'm gonna tell them about my dream, and and just be like, look, every time I thought I was experiencing something from my past or something from my present, I would snap out of it by saying Big Trip Toller, and he's sort of, he's one of those dickish people. Remember Cicatric, but like he's just powerful. He's a powerful person, and like I don't fully trust him, but he is the daddy of my Sweet Bay. So I have to go so far before I can exhaust all options. But if he is powerful and he does know something, might not be a bad thing to tap into. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Sorry, I'm so distracted by the music.
Yeah,
playing
sorry.
right now.
Sorry. Sirenscape is. Sirenscape is being a bit mean to us today, and so
So we're on Spotify.
yeah, I have some playlists that have both like instrumentals.
I don't think you
and
guys
contemporary
understand the
stuff.
restraint it took not
Yeah.
to just go secret tunnel
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the middle of that.
Yeah, it's
I also made a meme, so I was a little distracted because there was secret tunnel.
I
and
saw
then
the
made a
meme.
I
I'll
purposely
post the
opted
meme.
out to not listening to the music because I was worried that something like that was exactly going to happen. I pulled up classical on the other screen,
Fair.
but yeah.
Is this a cowboy?
Is this a cowboy?
I'm gonna post it into the general so the audience can see it later.
Yeah.
But you should put it on Threads too because.
Oh, I'm 100% putting this on
funny
Threads.
Uh,
I'm just gonna make like after like every episode from now on, it's just gonna be like Saltu no context or like Niveril
Yes.
no context,
Yes.
Avatar no context, and I'm just gonna put.
To be fair, I feel like that would be exactly Zeke's MO. Would be like, here's a song, two lovers,
Yeah.
and then do the whole thing,
yeah.
and then be like, I don't remember the next part, but then it goes secret tunnel.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
it's like
I can imagine like a few gigs like that where you already got a little bit into your pints and we're just like, we're still playing, it's fine.
you know the song, sing along. Hey, what's
Yeah.
up? But
Yeah.
Cool.
So you're sending a message to Big Trip about your dream.
Yes.
I just want to know if he really did talk to me in my dream. It's probably going to be like, did I see you in my dream? ? Stop. If so,
What?
some correspondence would be nice. Stop. Tell everyone I said hi. Stop. Yours eternally.
Okay.
Your friend and confidant, Ezekiel Atticus Plimpkin.
And I'm assuming you're doing that when y'all pull into the station.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it all down on a piece of paper so I can just go ahead and slip it to the person and pay for it and get it all done as fast as I can.
Cool. Yeah. You guys, so is there anything else that y'all want to do during this train ride? Cool. Then, you guys, spend the rest of the train ride. Mal. At a certain point, as you're packing up your stuff, your roommate does come back in.
God damn.
A couple chips out of the crystalline hair that they have, and they just walk in. Hey, have a good trip, and just grabbing their bag from the top thing.
Are you alright?
Yeah, we're good. Have a nice trip, and just walks out of the room.
Okay.
Give me one last perception check.
Sure. Oh, fuck yes. This is why I love my bullet dice. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
30-20. As they like slung their bag over their shoulder, and when they turned to go out the door, you notice like the top bit of it moves like independently but still attached like inside of the bag. With that size, that might be a head.
Oh,
It's
shit.
either that or some sort of like
I'm sorry.
flail. But yeah, they shut the door behind them and start walking down the hallway. Anybody else want to do anything for until y'all get into the station, or are we just cutting to then and Ezekiel buying the telegram?
I'm gonna teach Cicatrix how to do 5-card draw in
Sick.
Texas Hold'em.
Cool.
Which I guess in here would be like, let's find a county that works. Let's call it.
Oh no.
let's
This is
call it,
dangerous. Cicatrix does not know the value of money.
Barcelona Hold'em.
yeah, Thaldir Hold'em.
Baldier Hold'em.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're gonna be like
Okay, so if you say eight, eights is wild, it could be other thing. Anyway, so you want to try to get, and we're gonna just teach him poker.
Sick. Yeah. I'd say give me a general intelligence check, Tricks, to see how well you retain this.
That's a 15. Hold on.
Wait, is
That's a
Texas
17.
Hold'em poker? I thought poker was a different game from Texas Hold'em. Are they the same game?
It's a variation of it, yeah.
Yeah, there are multiple variations
Almost.
of poker. Texas Hold'em is a very specific one.
I thought they were different games. I don't.
Yeah. Like,
The more you know.
yeah.
Learning.
That's a 17 on the intelligence.
Cool. You are now proficient with Thaldir Hold'em.
Yeah.
Hey, check
Cool.
you out.
Alrighty.
So if we ever get really low on money, last ditch effort.
Oh yeah, part of that teaching was like also how to hustle a little bit.
Like
So
counting cards and stuff.
well, and then also like how to try to use your deception
How to
to
bluff.
like how to
Yeah.
bluff people and stuff. So it'd be like, oh no, my cards are so bad anyway. All in.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else or no? Cool. Then you guys arrive at the station around midday, and you get off the train. Once it pulls into the station, it settles down on the rail, and then whenever everybody's gotten on and off, you hear the as the rails are charged again, and it starts to head out of the station. It's 5 copper for a telegram. And you send it out.
Easy peasy.
And you guys see the town of Vol. It's not nearly as big as Blazewood, but it's a decent sized town. You can see a few big buildings. You can see nestled. The town itself is made out of like a clearing in these enormous trees. Like we're talking like redwood forest trees.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The farther north you go, the taller the trees get. It's not quite as tall as in Bell County, but these trees are pretty massive. But you see that the town is kind of carved out of a clearing. And you see a few different buildings. You have to get closer to know what they are specifically. You do see on the far west side of town is what appears to be a couple churches. Slightly different constructions for them. You imagine they're to two of the Notterlim, but you're not sure which from this far away. But yeah. You don't see anybody to greet you at the station. Malvin, you do, however, see your roommate a good way up the path heading into town. But yeah.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that one.
Cool.
It's like if we ever see that one again.
Cool.
Mal, why are you staring at that person?
They may or may not be carrying a head in their bag. It's either a head or a flail, but
Copy. And just keep walking.
Sick. Alrighty. And you guys start heading into Vol. You see that there's a few different residences, starting with like farmland near the outskirts, a couple ranches that have like some ficking coops, and one person has an entire field full of crocodiles, which are kind of just lazily just waddling around. But you see that this area in particular seems to be starting. There are people in the streets kind of putting decorations over their individual buildings, and as you get closer to the center of town, it seems like people are starting to put up these large. It looks like they're starting to set up pyres, as well as some people setting up like these boxes with multiple fuses, all connecting to each other within the town. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say any of the more religiously inclined of you could probably make me a religion check if you want to figure out what this might be for.
I am a little religiously inclined.
I have read
I
the Bible.
may be the right person for this.
And that's an 18.
18. Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta do some
I
math.
skimmed
I'm
the
sorry, I
Bible.
was
It's fine.
laughing.
I got this.
I gotta consult
Who
the
needs
Bible.
the Bible when you have the Odyssey?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
I
am the
love
Lord
that.
your dog.
Who
shall
needs
have
the
no other
Bible when
dogs
you have
before
the
me.
Odyssey?
24.
The Odyssey.
24?
24.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then what'd you get again, Melvin?
18.
18. So you both know that this is coming close to the day that is known as the Bearer's Fall. An ominous sounding name, but it's more the day that the Sun Bearer finished getting the sun who had been asleep for 3 years across the fucking sky, and then finally resting down on the west coast. It's seen as like it's almost seen as like the ending of the year for people,
Okay.
and the start of a new
Is this
one.
like a
I know.
like a fall celebration? Like
It's in the
like
summer.
fall New Year's?
I know you said, back home, our, main god was the Grove Tender, but I imagine this is something that fell under us, especially those who did any sort of farm work.
Yeah, you guys definitely, like, especially since the Sun Bearer gives the sun that a lot of, the bog melons and stuff.
So this
that
was
you guys
still a
cultivate.
festival we had.
Yeah, for sure. And you know that,
Or at the very least, a feast.
yeah, and you know that there's like a bonfire and a feast, and any letters from people that you don't need to talk to anymore, or any things you want to get rid of, are burned on these pyres. The boxes you're unsure of. Dust, however, you know that there is something that the acolytes of the Sun Bearer specifically have started to develop as a way to add to celebrations, as well as to add more spectacle to whenever the torching needs to be done for anybody who is less than kind to everyone. They have started to develop these pyrotechnics that provide quite a display, while also, if directed right, can create a lot of damage as well.
I see.
Yeah.
What's this festival called again? The Fall of the Sun Bearer?
Bearer's Fall.
Bearer's Fall.
Yeah. It's
Bearer's
about a
Fall.
midsummer celebration.
Shit.
All right.
Do you noodles this?
And was this a celebration that
Yeah.
was celebrated in my village?
I believe y'all would, especially given that you got your tribe tends to stay in the mountains, as that's rumored where the gods currently slumber. I imagine you guys put a special care on all the celebrations. The shadow parts of your clan are less inclined to it, as you guys are more attuned to
Very bright.
yeah, you guys are more attuned to Lady Luna, especially since you keep to the shadows, and you are especially collectors of secrets and knowledge. You guys are more attuned to her, but you still participate in the celebration. Yeah. Cool.
And I know that they have fireworks.
Oh yeah. You know that they have fireworks.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what these boxes and fuses are. You know there's gonna be a show.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, fireworks. I'm just gonna
Good
say
one.
that and be like, ooh, fireworks.
Fireworks? Is that what those boxes are for?
Oh yeah, yeah. They're gonna be fireworks.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We gotta
love
stick
fun.
around, y'all, for the festival. We gotta stick around. Come on.
Well, I suppose that means we first need a little base of operations. Let's find ourselves an inn, shall we?
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just sort of ask around, sort of off RP, just have someone direct us to somewhere that's not the swankiest, but also not Motel 6, and somewhere right in the middle.
Okay. Asking around, you know that there are only really two saloons in town that have an inn upstairs. There is what is referred to as the Bottomless Gullet, which has like a picture of a purple worm kind of circling around like a rock for it. And then there is it's Veni Vidi Vici Vol as the name for it. And the Vol part is almost like where it would be. Vol established, and it's been here for about 20 years.
Damn.
It's funny.
Is that live, laugh, love in Latin?
That's
I came, I saw, I conquered.
yeah. For the full thing with Vol, it's I came, I saw, I conquered, I left.
conquered. Yeah.
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 I just like sort of jump scare Nick's like, Nick's.
Huh?
Just be like you choose.
I like the V one. The alliteration is nice.
You are correct. Let's do it.
Well, you guys walk over. It's looking between the two. There's not that much difference in quality. It more seems like it's a difference in clientele, as a lot of people are going in and out very quickly of the Bottomless Gullet. And it seems like there is some sort of fighting, like little diamond that is set up in there. But in the Veni Vidi Vici Vol, you see there is an actual like gambling hall in here. You see a blackjack table, a couple tables where people are playing poker, and it even seems like there is a long area that a lot of people are currently lined up and like shouting and like waving like bags of currency over, but you can't quite see what it is from here. The food and like dining area is kind of vacant at the moment. Yeah.
All right. Let's secure ourselves. I guess let's see what they have, and if we can, maybe we'll get two adjoining rooms that have like a shared door between them or something.
Sure.
Sound good.
Yeah, there is a what looks like a hexborn, a hag's child, with her hair kind of braided back and like this pale green skin, currently reading a book while a glass kind of polishes itself next to her. And as you guys start to come forward, her eyes flick above her book for a second. She says, 2 gold for a night.
Do we want to pay in advance, or we want to kind of play it by ear? What do you think? Man, they got dogs everywhere.
There's
The dog's got opinions.
Everywhere.
I keep getting jump scared by shogs. How
What's
long?
up?
How long we think we're going to be here, Melvin? What do you think?
DM, is this like a long drawn out thing, or is this like 1 or 2 nights and we're done?
It is usually a 1-night festival.
Alright.
The cleanup
Well-
after is extensive, and it's
Yeah.
especially if the most
We don't live
devout.
here, so we don't have to clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the festival itself is only a day.
Right.
But I mean, I imagine they have other things to do, so let's start with 3 days and go from there.
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
I will pony up the 6 gold.
Alright. Cool.
So,
Thanks.
all right, paid for.
And and she just takes one hand from her book and snaps her fingers, and in your breast pocket you feel it get just ever so slightly heavier. Third door, when you go to the second floor on the right, the handle sticks a bit. You'll have to actually work your muscles for a second.
Right. Well, let's go check it out, and we'll go like do the initial check-in to the hotel room, and try the bed real quick, make sure it's comfy, and
Cool.
Situated.
Find the little
Talk-
trash can. Make sure you know where
talk
it's
about
at.
how nice the bathroom is. All the normal family
Yeah.
travel stuff.
Oh, they got a detachable shower head.
Oh, nice. Have you smelled the soaps, honey? They really smell. They smell good.
Figure out
Um,
where the towels are and whose towel belongs to
Yeah.
who.
Do they have a like a pamphlet of like attractions in town, or like a map of like enjoy your stay for the festival, or anything like that? Or
A little pamphlet.
There doesn't seem to be a pamphlet. You did notice as you came in that there is a small, like, little, like, metal frame for, like, a stack of newspapers, though. But yeah, you guys have an adjoining 2 rooms.
Sweet.
Nice.
I did I notice, or did we notice when we were walking in, any places of worship for the Sun Bearer?
As you guys got closer, you did notice that the taller standing of the 2 churches does have the humanoid figure of a hand with their hands down but facing out, and a flame for a head.
Well, I sort of just tell everyone I have a singular errand that I'd like to try, and then otherwise we can festival it up. But I might, if anyone wants to come with, I kind of want to pay a visit to the big boss.
No, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Yeah.
If that's
then-
all right.
Oh, for sure. And then keeping, like, only putting down, I guess, some of my stuff and keeping like my guitar and then the scepter around my shoulder, so it's still all together.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna try to go to said church with the item in question.
Okay. Walking in, you do notice that you were acutely aware of this because it's the moment you walk in. You do see the braziers that are lighting this area, both like the floor-based braziers along the walls as well as the ones above you, do get a bit brighter whenever you walk in.
Are there
I
like
have that pyramid in my pocket too.
Yeah.
Do I notice anything?
As you both walk in, it's significantly brighter as you guys walk in.
are there like pews or places for privacy, sort of off for silent prayer or anything like that?
There are pews, but this is more of a cylindrical room, as it's circular around a large, ever-present bonfire in the middle of the room. And so, yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, tell my friends, just stick around. I'm gonna go see a man about a dog real quick, and I'm gonna kind of step off to the side, just away from them, just not terribly. They still maybe barely in earshot, but I guess I'll sort of look around and kind of find somewhere quiet and kind of fold my hands, be like, now, I've always sort of lived my life as sort of an agnostic fellow of the presence of the gods. Like, I know they're there sometimes, and sometimes I'm not sure, but this is didn't like have like a moment thinking like, oh, and then, sorry, take my hat off. I would really appreciate if you could tell me the right thing to do in this particular circumstance. We recognized this thing. if you're inclined to want to receive it back and do good by the people, I think that's good. But I really don't have a patron, unlike some of my other friends, and I I don't know what the right thing to do is, and I'll, you know, if it's just a fun artifact, I mean, I can give it back to the fellow who asked me for it. But if it's gonna rake the world across the coals of an undying hellfire, I'd probably rather not do that if it's in the wrong hands. So if you could find it in your flame to let us know, or me specifically. Apparently people have been getting in touch with me in dreams. I don't know what the hell that's about, but oh, sorry. I don't know what the heck that's about, but people have been liking to talk to me a lot while I'm sleeping. So maybe tonight, if you're not busy being celebrated after sunset or something, you could either maybe a vision, or if you have an acolyte or something, or I don't know, maybe bestow your knowledge and privy visions to our friend Malvin, in whom's name we trust. Amen. Um, but yeah, I could use some help, Sunbear. I appreciate you and all the light you bring us. And also look after Adeline and my friends. And if it's not too much to ask, maybe some cheaper guitar strings at the next music shop, because I don't know why they cost so damn much wherever I go. But if you could please make some phosphor bronze number 9 gauge strings that don't break the bank, I'd much appreciate it. Amen. Right. And then just sort of look over to everyone else and be like, right, I have made right with the gods. I hope whatever y'all thinking next to do, I'm down.
Give me a religion check.
All right. It's like, cause I'm like, hold up, like, cause I would also like to pray to my god.
Okay.
If there's like an altar like up at the front or something.
Mm-hmm.
If not, if there's just like peace and stuff, I'll just like take a seat somewhere, take my hat off, and I'll take tranquility off like kind of my back. And if I get to like go kneel down somewhere, I'll kind of put it off to the side. And you know, very basic prayer like thank you for guiding steadying my aim and guiding my hand thus far. Please help me in my quest for justice for my family. And then asking like if you can, I know you've got bigger fish to fry here, but kind of similar to what Zeke said. We could just get a sign that we're giving your instrument back to the right people. If this is, you know, your will and this is something you want them to have, I will happily hand it over. But I would hate for your stuff, your relics, your instruments to end up in the wrong hands of people who seek to do harm, as it were. And then I'll just kind of end it with like that last sentence of, blessed be those who turn to the sun, to those who would do harm, bring a feast to those who protect the weak. Get up, put my hat back on, pick up Tranquility, put her back.
Ditto.
Sweet. Also a religion check.
Can
Religion
I
check.
also do a religion?
100%. Who else is
Are we
praying?
just all gonna do religion?
One,
Yeah, I
I'm
was
a
too.
halfling.
Sick. Trix is praying.
Okay. Well, because I'm holding
Dirty 20.
Sick.
the pyramid. I have the pyramid in my bag, and I'm gonna
Yep.
be like. So, I did technically steal this thing from a museum, but it belongs to you, and I want to know if I can keep it at least until I find the thing that I find the unique item that I'm looking for to be the keystone of the magic in my temple, in my village, and I just want to get permission to keep it, because I know technically it was taken from this guy that we're supposed to be returning the staff to, but I don't know. He didn't technically ask for this one back, so I just want to get your permission to keep it so I can, because I think it's a compass. If you could also tell me what it is, that'd be great. Sorry, it's a little bright in here. Thank you. Okay, goodbye.
Also a religion check. Trix, you said you're praying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trish is gonna be like,
Oh,
hi,
I can't
Mom.
wait to hear this. 10 out of 10.
I don't know what's happening, but everyone else is praying. I'm having a lot of fun down here. Oh, can you check to see whether the scepter that we got is safe to give to the person? It's made out of space rock. I don't know if you know anything about it. Pretty. But that's it.
Okay.
I'm just joining the crowd.
I'd say.
I got a dirty 20, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
That was mine.
I'd say also religion, just because there's not really a check for like, because a cult would be a connection to like a patron, I would say, but there's not really that. So religion.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're not praying, Nyx.
No.
Good. I
She
figured.
doesn't do well with churches. She's here
Yeah.
to check things out, but she's not praying.
Yeah, I also figured you're just like in the threshold of the door. You haven't actually gone in.
No, she's just kind of like, I'll have fun with that.
Would you get? Okay, so we got 11 from Zeke.
Mhm.
Mal.
Dirty 20.
Okay, also dirty 20 from Dust.
I got a 15.
Okay. Cool. Noted. Alrighty. Each one of you four feels this warm presence. Not just from the room around you, but just this internal warmth that comes from you. Yeah. And you feel something has hurt you. You're not sure if it's the Sunbearer himself or one of his angels, but you feel hurt. Yeah. And as I'd say, while you were all praying, Nyx, as you were standing in the doorway, just watching your friends and like looking out on the street, seeing all the preparations getting made, a small tiefling cleric comes to you. This lavender skin and just two very small horns in the front of her skull. Just walks up to you. It can be intimidating, but anybody is welcome in here. And should you need to sit, he only comes to those who ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
I will say it is, even you being in the threshold, a child of the Exalted Ones is a blessing in and of itself. And she just nods and leaves you be. And you guys pray. And the clerics leave you alone as you're doing your praying, especially as they're running around getting preparations done. what are you guys wanting to do with the rest of the night?
I guess we'll reconvene in the street and have a quick powwow. But on the way out,
There's food right in there.
I'm gonna drop one of my remaining gold in the little coffers box, just to, and then sort of look back to the statue, just sort of
Yeah, okay,
nod
my
and
tithe.
just be like, pretty please. And then,
Cool.
all right. Well, what do y'all want to do? How long before fireworks, you think? Like what? Because it's what time of day is it right now?
It's you guys got here at midday. It didn't take you long to get your room set up and everything. I'd say it's about 2 p.m.
Ooh, we got a while.
Yeah.
Because it's summer too, right? So long days.
Yeah, long days. The sun, especially since this is midsummer, the sun isn't gonna set till about 9.
I'm like, we got a while. Because not only does the sun need to set, it needs to be dark.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
Wait.
what you
Can
got,
I
buddy?
do like sacred flame, but like on my hand?
Sure.
I just like want to conjure up like fire.
Okay.
I would be like, fire always works. It's working right now.
Fireworks ahead, yeah. Sure hope so.
Yeah, I sure hope it does. Fucking.
No, you're not wrong. It's the name of the see.
There's gonna be some pretty explosions.
I don't know if I ever seen them, but I've read about them. It's like they make these big explosions, but they're like pretty and on purpose. They're not like trying to kill people, and they're called
They're
fireworks.
way up in the sky.
Yeah, they're little rockets that shoot off and go boom, and it's really loud but really pretty.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very exciting.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them. I've only ever heard about them, so that's kind of fun. But I guess in the meantime, just like under the hot, oppressive day, be like, let's go get ice cream.
Yes.
Should we look
Absolutely.
at your employer too?
Funny you should say that, as you hear from behind you, Zeke. Telegram, Mr. Pumpkin.
Oh.
And you see like very young child holding up with like a bag at their side, holding up a note to you.
I take it and I'll give him a couple copper pieces and be like, that's a good lad.
Thank you. And he pulls out another letter and starts walking over to somebody else in the court. And you look at what it says. Plumpkin, stop. Meet tomorrow at dawn. Stop. There's an abandoned barn at the southern end of town. Stop. Bring your friends. Stop. LW.
I'll just sort of, well, we know where my contact wishes to meet, and just sort of show it around, pass it around, like, so okay, we got to go to a barn tomorrow and drop off the goods, I guess. But I'd say, Dust, as far as this guy's concerned, till they ask, we don't have anything that he didn't ask for. So, I mean,
That's fair. I asked the sun god if I could keep this. I asked for permission.
oh, that's nice. Unless he like sees it and is like, oh my god, I'll pay you like quadruple if you give me that too. Then maybe the cool thing you're looking for is like a lot of money, because
I don't think it's a lot of money.
It's worth a shot.
It's gotta do some. It's gotta have a vibe about it, and money doesn't have that vibe.
Well, I mean, a lot of money though is what I'm saying. Like, anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay. Well, I got this. I haven't heard from. It's only been, since the morning, I guess, since I dropped off my other telegram. So, who knows when I'll get any word back from Mr. Toller?
Let the
But
child know who you were.
well,
You like
I
look
mean,
and find the telegram kid.
I mean,
He's going around passing telegrams to people.
He just knows who people are.
well, I mean, maybe he saw me play sometime before. I mean, I've been around.
Alrighty.
Probably not a spy.
Anything else y'all want to get done with this day?
I think just cute montage of us enjoying the day together, and
Hell yeah.
games
Is
and
there-
milkshakes and
Yeah.
If there's any investigating in between things of like. So who's that
LW.
guy?
oh, that's right. We should probably do that.
Investigate.
Like,
Yeah.
who is this person that we're giving this potentially very dangerous weapon to?
Mid licking our ice cream, I'm like, okay, fine. Jeez, just let me finish my ice cream.
Cool.
It's like, but
You
yeah,
can do
that's
both.
Enjoy the ice cream. You enjoy ice cream and investigate. Makes us less. Looks like we're just enjoying the festival.
The ice cream investigators on
Yeah.
Discovery. Let's see. Yeah. How should we go about this? I mean, I don't know if we just word of mouth is going to be because he's not from here either. This is just the halfway point for us to meet.
Mhm.
Where is he from again?
He's from
Umblin,
Umblin
Oh, that's-
County.
which is top right of
Alright.
all of Saltu, and he had to come around the pass just to get it to Vol.
Do I know much about Umblin since I'm like from the Titan Mountains?
Umblin
And also
is
traveled all over. I traveled kind of all over the place too with my mentor. So
Umblin is one of the Blazewood is where a lot of money passes hands, but Umblin is one of the places where wealth just kind of sits, especially since the gold mine, not just like sifting in rivers. There's actually a very large vein that was found in Umblin County. And not far off, there is a large casino that's out there that people come and go from, losing, gaining money, back and forth. I feel like, especially given the missions you go on, you'd specifically know that there have been many heists organized on the casino. Almost all of them are very successful.
successful heists.
Yeah.
Purposefully. Oh,
But yeah.
that sounds like some tax fraud.
But yeah. That's as much as you know.
I'm gonna noodle what I know about Umlin County and the potential tax fraud.
Good to know.
So where are you guys going to look for information?
Is there a county clerk, records, anything like that? Public records anywhere?
There's a library.
Or the library.
The library.
Yeah, you guys make your way to the library. It's a pretty decently sized building. It's sat right next to the other church, which is to Lady Luna, with 7 phases of the moon going down, pointing at the top of the building and then toward the right next to it is the
Center.
library. And I'd say it's as you guys are going in that we're gonna take a quick break.
Woo!
Stick around, Chad. We'll be right back after
Oi.
these messages, which is just a screen that you'll see until we come back.
Yeah, we'll be back in a bit, y'all.